Oh, hold on. How was the Sam Harris talk? Super boring. None of you are gonna like it. I don't know why you're spamming asking. It's over all the same. Always talk about. What do you think is causing polarization? What do you think is? Why do you think it's all the same? You've heard me talk. If you watch my stream, you were never gonna join me on any of these types of podcasts, unless it's like a debate format. I don't. Okay, this is analog 5.6. Oh, I bet because it's an input. Hold on. We're gonna see if we can make my computer work today. Oh, this new sound menu in Windows is so. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can hear this now, right? Based. Oh, the days. The good old days. I haven't watched this yet. Is this going to be a good meme or is this going to be a bad meme? Wait, you're right. Wait, why does he have two clip-on mics? One for backup, maybe? Wait. One for backup, maybe? Bro.
My name is Egon Cholakian. I am a part.
This is 10 months ago. Wait, so is he real? Is it real? Look at the background pictures. Oh, no. Was this picture real? I still don't know. Wait. I can't tell if I'm mind myself. Maybe it's just low resolution? Bro, I'm losing my mind. What is this? Look at the book names. They don't have names. They don't have any names. Main screen is lagging. Oh boy. They don't have any names. Nothing looks right in this. Is he posing for a picture? What is this? Wait, hold on. What is photo on his website? It feels like I'm like moving against something, or that there's something like moving against me that I haven't ever really been cognizant of before. I haven't put together all of this in any formal sense. It's just been bouncing around my head. So, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I don't even know if I should, for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into. So for example, there were dozens of different accounts that were spamming doxes that were supposedly mine across Twitter, and these accounts were up for over 48 hours. And I reported them, and nothing, like literally 48 hours, these accounts aren't taken down. Elon, for some reason, catches my tweet, or catches a tweet about me from not even a large account, and my account ends up getting demonetized on Twitter in like 2 hours. I'm like, holy shit. I don't know why billionaire Elon Musk is like catching the attention of my Twitter account and is like, seems to be putting his thumb on the scale. My monetization, my money. something that I noticed that was very strange, and if you were in chat, you noticed this, that there are a ton of these accounts they're just bots. But like, everybody always says that like a lot of Twitter is botted, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm sure they're a bunch of like random whatever fuck accounts, but I've never really like quantified it before or thought about it before. But there are so many of these accounts. They all would talk in a certain type of manner, and some of them, they're generally programmed, I think, to only respond to themselves so that they build engagement and they look real. So many of their accounts, if you scroll through their media, they end up like looking like this. They post like the same image over and over and over and over and over again. If you 100% have identified one as a bot, then you just have to see who responds to them and who they respond to. Here's an account. This guy here, this is not a real person. Round two. Right? This is not a real human being. This picture, this is not real. This is not a real person. Okay? This is not a real person, right? But when you scroll through his account, like you will find him like, and other people, they talk to each other. Oh, this account, we went through this one. This account, this guy, this is not a real account, okay? This guy tweets at me. Oh, look, and you can see on the pictures, look, they do the thing where they'll post the same picture like over and over again. So like we can click through. Oh, he talks to Jeffrey again. Oh wait, are all of his replies to Jeffrey? They might all be, all of his replies might be to Jeffrey. Oh, this A. O'Connell guy or whatever. Holy banger, Jeff. Thank you, Albert. By far and away, my biggest tweet. This is not a real person. Trump 2004. What the fuck does that even mean? Purebred American alpha male. The left's worst nightmare. What? Mouth is still numb from the dentist 2 hours ago. It might be over for me. What? This isn't a real account. This is not a real person, okay? I haven't been to the liberal dentist since 9/11. That was the wake-up call I needed. Is this a real account? Bro, okay, no, I spent hours last night. Going through these fucking accounts, okay? I don't think any of these are real. I don't think any of these people are real, okay? And they talk about sports. They look sophisticated, okay? They do. I don't think this is a real person. I don't think it's a real person. I don't think so. This guy who's not real. He's not real. No better way to start off the day, okay? This is a white foot. This is not real. And you can find, this was posted in 2024, okay, on Twitter, okay? This came from Reddit. This is a Reddit comment from 2 years ago, all right? This is not a real person. Wait, I'm restarting real quick. Auto stop? I'm upping my bitrate, 1 sec. All right, he's not real. This is not a real person. But I'm pretty sure that if you look at but then I'm looking at this and I'm like, is this actually a bot replying to me, making relatively sophisticated cuck jokes at me? I'm not sure. Okay, so in chat, somebody links a YouTube video of this guy.
My name is Egon Cholakian. I am an intelligence educator. I prepare intelligence personnel for clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on the intelligence component of national security.
This is a 3.5 hour video, okay? With a couple of sometimes strange audio glitches. I try to Google around getting information about this guy, and we're looking for like 20 minutes in chat, okay? I can't find anything. Like, apparently he has really strong credentials, okay? He's got a very unique name. He's got very strong credentials, but I can't actually find good information about, like, who it is, okay? Who is this person? go to the channel and check the comments. I did. All these comments are bots. 100%. They all type like it. There's a way that they type. However, this is happening last night. This is happening last night. This is happening off stream in my chat room. And as we're talking about this, out of nowhere, an account shows up. So this account shows up in chat. The name is net_help_message_2221. And he says, are people saying this Cholakian guy isn't real? I found a court document that looks like from a case involving the guy. Dude looks unhinged in it. And then he tags Cyber Vegan, who's helping me look at things, and then he tags me with the court document. Okay? Account was created minutes before typing this message in chat. No smurfs, no other hits on this IP address, no other messages in chat ever. This is at like, I think like 3 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time. So I geolocate the IP address for this account. The account is from Wisconsin, or the IP address is from Wisconsin. And I look at what it used to authenticate on my website, and it registered with the email 4destiny13337@gmail.com. And then, what's even weirder is you open this court case. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I only read like the first page. But, so, I don't know if this proves, I don't even know what this proves, okay? So, United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts. So we have a federal court case, and it's the guy, the Egon Cholakian versus the FBI, I think the state of Massachusetts. It's all
Kind
the
of glitchy
wrong
again?
font
No,
for
it's
court
not. Wait, what? It
documents.
looks fine to me, no?
Yeah, I noticed that the state was misspelled up here. Like, is this even a real court case? How would they get it on the official site? I don't know, because this is govinfo.gov, right? I want to know if this guy is real. This guy might be real. I just want to know if this guy's real. Okay? I just want to know if this guy's real. That's all I want to know.
Hello, my name is Egon Cholakian.
Or is there a guy with this name and this is like a bot that stole his identity? That's what I just want to know. That's what I'm gonna check. Okay.
I, Egon Cholakian, am a qualified particle physicist affiliated with the preeminent CERN Particle Physics Laboratory. I retain a very active...
Wait, what did he just say? What? Wait, sorry, hold on. We're getting so sidetracked. But this
amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent to the cost of only... The amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent... amount spent on discrediting Elantra is equivalent to the cost of only...
Wait, you're right. Wait, why does he have two clip-on mics? One for backup, maybe? Wait. One for backup, maybe? Bro.
My name is Egon Cholakian. I am a part...
This is 10 months ago. Wait, so is he real? Is it real? Look at the background pictures. Wait, I can't tell if I'm mind myself. Maybe it's just low resolution? Bro, I'm losing my mind. What is this? Look at the book names. They don't have names. They don't have any names. They don't have any names. Nothing looks right in this. Is he posing for a picture? What is this? It's... Wait, hold on. What is... Photo on his website? The real photo. Wait, are these hands real? I don't know what I don't even know I don't know what's happening right now. Wait, the women's faces are at the exact same angle. People are saying it's like the exact same face. Is it though? No. Hold on. Oh! No. Wait. It is fake. This is a fake picture. Oh, shit. I'm trying not to go full schizo on this. I feel like I'm leaning into something right now that, like, you're not supposed to touch or that you're not supposed to lean into. This kind of feels like a joke to say. We're gonna die. Suicidal, obviously. Never been suicidal. No thoughts of suicide. Just as a thing to throw out there. Imagine how committed I was, and I actually killed myself after that. Would ever be relevant for anything, but okay. I love you, and hopefully I'll be back. I should be back tomorrow.
COVID, they thought they had the key.
Something is choking my something is choking my bandwidth going from my computers. Was that it? Oh wait, I did it there. Wait. It feels like I'm not sure. Okay, so in chat,
COVID, they thought they had the keys to the kingdom. They thought they had brainwashed all of us, and they were going to be able to shut down society, make remote schooling permanent, bring in central bank digital currencies, get rid of cash. This whole agenda that's kind of been revealed, they thought they were going to get all of it, but it didn't work because too many people rose up and stopped it. But Big Pharma has been doing these scares for a long time, and when they do that, primarily it's pump and dump. It's pump up a stock price, get the federal government to give a ton of money to a big pharma corporation, get that stock price high, get all this vaccine or drugs or whatever out there, try to get as many people to take it as possible. And if they don't take it, they ship it all off to black and brown countries. And if they take it, fine. And if they don't take it, they throw it away. They don't care. They've made their money. So I'm not scared of monkeypox, bird flu, chicken pox. I mean, whatever it is they're saying we need to be scared of now, because most of these are really just pump and dump schemes. They're just trying to take public money and give it to big pharma.
We will have our new 1776 moment, and we will rise above the low vibration, fear, division, and hate that is propagated by the Uniparty, the Republicans, and the Democrats. My name is Kyle Kemper, child of the earth. I have a bus called the Kennedy bus.
Oh, wow!
Can I hop in? If you want to be taken seriously by, the Guardian, you want to kind of rise into that.
Big paper, London, ninth largest English language publication in the world, The Guardian.
You need to close the chapter on this ski mask.
Do you guys understand that we're in the year 2024 and we have exponential...
Right-click the NDI Studio Monitor icon from NDI Tools and change the bandwidth setting. I don't even have NDI Tools installed, just the runtime. On OBS, I've got the, for the source, the bandwidth is set to the highest. It's just an NDI issue. I'm not sure why. Control Shift Escape. Like, I'm pretty sure I should be getting a steady 70 megabits per second between my two computers, but it's fluctuating like a lot. I don't know why. View, graph, summary, no.
Technologies all around us.
Those of us who feel that way have no home other than Bobby's campaign in this election cycle.
People like yourselves are finally fed up.
My first cause was ending the war on drugs. It started in some part as sort of a selfish thing, right? It was a recognition in my own life.
Is it peer-to-peer? Is there a switch between the two computers? There's, I mean, it's my router switch, yeah, between the two computers.
Of the roles that things like cannabis and psychedelics had played, and how early in my life...
Are the multiple instances of NDI running? Unless it was when I like installed shit, maybe.
I realized I had already been lied to about something very deep and fundamental. You could almost look at it like magnetism or something. There's a certain amount of like, and if you can overcome that force enough, you can get out of its thrall, its force. You get just outside of the window of that magnet's stickiness, and all of a sudden, zoom, it falls away.
Something's wrong with your audio too. That old guy's voice is distorted. Wait, is that true? His voice is distorted?
If you can overcome that force enough, you can get out of its...
No. He means RFK. Good one. I think I could try a restart on my streaming PC.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You want to touch me. You think so? Okay, say. How many more kids have to die for call a genocide? Don't touch me. How many more kids? Get out of here. How many more kids, AOC? How many more kids have to die for you to call it a genocide? How many more kids? Don't touch me. How many more kids have to die for you to call it a genocide? Hey, how many more kids have to die? Tell me how many more kids. How many more? How many more? 10,000 more, 20,000. How many kids have to die? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You want to touch me. You think so? Okay, say. How many more kids have to die for you to call a genocide? Don't touch me. How many more kids? Get out of here.
Wait, is this video not lagging at all?
How many more kids have to die for you to call it a genocide? How many more kids? Don't touch me. How many more kids have to die for you to call it a genocide? Hey, how many more kids?
Oh no, it's not lagging.
How many more kids? How many more? How many more? 10,000 more, 20,000. How many kids have to die?
Wait, but now it's not good. What is happening?
Actually quite quickly. But how do you
I can see when it starts, like for that last video we just watched. Look, this is when it wasn't lagging. My my connection between my two computers is fine. But then as soon as it starts doing this, it gets fucked. I don't know why it's doing this. Or what other data it could be being transferred. I wonder if it matches on this end, if it's fucked.
Don't.
Cut through, how do you reach somebody where they're at when they're in such an extreme fear state, and that's holding their worldview in place? We talk about the issues via a specific personality and try to align them as the perfect avatar of issues.
I love this guy right here.
It's one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You want to touch me? You think so? Okay, say. How many more kids have to die if you're call a genocide? Don't touch me. How many more kids? Get out of here. How many more kids, AOC? How many more kids have to die if you call it a genocide? How many more kids? Don't touch me. How many more kids have to die if you call it a genocide? Hey, how many more kids have to die? Tell me how many more kids? How many more? How many more? 10,000 more, 20,000. How many kids have to die? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You want to touch me?
Oh, look, now it's fine. My network just settled
How many more
again.
kids have to die?
Wait, so we pause this, play this.
That
Is it
whole
settled over here
paradigm
too?
is based
Oh, no, now it's
on
not good.
identifying the adversary
What's happening?
by the worst possible caricature you can point at them. And then as an in-group activity, deciding that that is an accurate portrayal of that other person or group. And then the campaign promises, they never really come deeply, deeply into play. And by the way, independents just became, I
Oh, wait, it
believe,
might be fine now.
51% of the electorate. So
Hold
we're
on.
already the largest voting bloc. The only thing keeping us out is the self-fulfilling prophecy from repeated messaging that there is no chance.
Independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is saying, let's go, holding a fundraiser in Chicago.
My name's Michael Caine. I'm a former New York City public school teacher, but I was fired because I didn't get the COVID shot. And
Oh, now
when
it's
that
weird again.
happened, the only person who really stuck up for me was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He backed my lawsuits through Children's Health Defense, and we've been suing for over 3 years now. And it really was really an important thing for my family. And when he announced...
I wonder where the internet is fucking up at. Do you think it's on this computer over here, or do you think it's on my streaming computer? Because they match. The data transfer matches. Oh, what's going on? No, my Google Drive's not uploading anything. Jesus, what's going on outside? Network over here. Just try heavy bug report could have some fixes. Folks at OBS thinks it's a Windows 11 power management issue. Oh, I haven't fucked with any of that. This is my new computer, so let's check this. Okay, power. What am I looking for? What is it called? Dude, I hate the new Windows menus. Oh my god. System, power, power mode, best performance, just power and sleep settings. Opened up a browser window, not what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, my Ethernet connection steadied out hardcore. Oh shit. Wait, was that just it? It might have been just a power setting thing. Let's see. Oh, could the fix really be that simple?
He was running for president, I was all in right away. So that's why I'm here.
Free Palestine in our lifetime. Liberation is coming tomorrow, basically. Yep.
It reset before you changed the setting?
Who are you?
Oh no.
Saddam with Channel 5.
Are you pro-Palestinian?
pro-Palestinian.
Hell yeah, one-state solution.
Oh no, it's fucking
Well,
up
Bobby
again.
believes in a two-state solution. He believes that there's two people
wait, that
there
was
with
for
two
like
national
half a second.
identities that both need their rights respected. Yeah, that's his opinion on it.
How do you feel about Trump?
I've never supported Trump or voted for Trump before. Personally, I'm not a fan.
Did Joe Rogan just make an endorsement in the 2024 election?
They do it on the left, they do it on the right. They gaslight you, they manipulate you, they promote narratives. The only one who's not doing that is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
RFK Jr. then tweeted out that clip, captioning it in part, quote, "From one legitimate guy to another, thank you, Joe Rogan, for always putting substance first."
Just 2 hours later, Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "It'll be interesting to see how loudly Joe Rogan gets booed the next time he enters the UFC ring. MAGA 2024.
He is not as bad as Kamala Harris is. He does respect some of our freedoms and some individual rights that I do appreciate.
Wow, who the fuck is this in YouTube chat? At Feigned T Mako, you have literally no idea what you're talking about, Limfeo. The issue is not visible on his own monitor. It's only visible in the video source on the second PC OBS, which is via local network. I feel seen and heard. Thank you. I love you. That is true.
But, you know, recently it was revealed and exposed in the press that he played a big role in getting $60 billion approved for the Ukraine war behind the scenes, getting congressmen to vote for it. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign to me for what a second Trump administration might mean. But there's no question the biggest threat we have right now is the DNC and Kamala Harris.
You know what someone told me the other day? That Kamala, you know what the root meaning of her name is? Snake. Now, I don't know her personally, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, I know her character, you know, everyday life. I don't know.
You reset/flush the DNS? No, why the fuck would that even do anything?
Yeah. But I do know anything Democratic, the policies are absolutely atrocious. Okay? Go to Detroit.
That dude was saying it was fucking bandwidth. Jesus Christ. It is. The issue is bandwidth. It's bandwidth between my two computers. But it seems to be fine now. Or it's something to do with the NDI connection between my two computers or something. But I think it's okay.
The south side is.
There are also some settings you can possibly turn off from your network card and device manager. It might not even be set at full duplex out the box. Bro, I had a from half to full duplex issue on my NIC like 5 years ago. It took me like 3 days of troubleshooting. I think I rolled a truck to my house. It took me so long to find this stupid fucking thing. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I don't even know what it means to have a half duplex setting on your network interface card. Oh my God, it was so insane. And I finally find this one setting in like the properties, advanced network adapter, general settings to the advanced settings, in the advanced settings, and it's like this list of options that nobody's ever touched in their entire life. Okay, there's some 82-year-old network administrator that used to like toggle these options. Okay, like in a command prompt on MS-DOS or whatever, like 30 years ago. My God. Destiny, and therefore you're not experiencing a network issue. It has to be spikes in the video decoding. No, it's my network. It has nothing to do with the video decoding. It's just the network. Something is going on between the transfer. But now it's stable. It seems fine now.
Chicago. Go to Baltimore. Go to some of these Democratic cities that have been run by Democrats for decades. And that's all you need to look at.
Let's talk about the name Kamala. Now, Kamala is derived from the Sanskrit word Kamal, which means the lotus flower. It symbolizes resilience, persistence, humility, purity, and
Disable IPv6. Whatever happened to IPv6? Are we like going over to that, or what is that, like a meme or
inner strength?
My name's Kevin. I'm an actor and activist here in Chicago, and I'm all for free speech. You could definitely call me a civil libertarian. So I say, let's hear the views. If people have perspectives, let's share them. America's about free speech. Let's exercise it.
I heard that he made the bead. It was an RFK bead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what. Say it again.
He made the bead.
What's that?
The RFK bead.
I'm just not understanding what you're saying.
Robert F. Kennedy was part of the bead. The bead.
Robert F. Kennedy, the father, or was what?
I'm not sure. It was part of making the bead. We had the RFK bead. This is day 2 of the DNC. We're at the RFK bean. As you can see, it's a beautiful bean. If you hold, as they say in California, I bet you $100 the Guardian can't come over here and record shit at the fucking bean.
The bean? Oh, I don't know anything about that. I can tell you about the bean, though. The bean is actually also known as the Cloud Gate. The Cloud Gate, and it's right over there. It's a beautiful art piece. We call it the bean affectionately here in Chicago. That's the thing about Chicago. We've got so much to share.
Today's video is sponsored by NordVPN. Boom, you're in there. A fantastic VPN service that allows you to surf the web anywhere on Earth and have your data, IP address, and everything else protected. This has many benefits. You can stay safe from malware, Big Brother breathing down your neck trying to see what you're doing. Most importantly, if you want to watch something like something that's only available in Japan.
Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I just have to do this. Public service announcement. A VPN will protect your IP and geolocate your IP. That's it. That's all a VPN does. That's all a VPN does. Okay? It'll make it so that when you connect to something, they can only see the VPN. And depending on where that IP is like located geographically, it might let you access content that you can't otherwise. VPNs do absolutely nothing for security. They won't help you avoid malware. They won't help you anything else. Theoretically, they won't even help you like stay anonymous in websites, right? Because you session track with cookies and a whole bunch of other things that have nothing to do with just an IP address, okay? Like IP address tracking is like one of the most like primitive ways of tracking a connection from anywhere. It doesn't like, it's just yeah. VPNs are really good because, or VPNs can be good because they can mask your IP, which is nice, or can be nice, and because they let you geolocate, which can help you or relocate, I guess if you want to say, and they can help you watch content in other parts of the planet. That's it. That's all they do, okay?
And by HBO shit you can only see in America. You can be in Australia or somewhere like Finland or Estonia. With NordVPN, you can become an American if the online says in a heartbeat. Right now, when you use my...
Oh, wait! One other big benefit that a VPN can have, however, Pisco just said VPNs with 1 million% help you stop from getting throttled by your own ISP. Maybe? Theoretically, yes. It ties into what I'm about to say. VPNs can help you if you're on a network that blocks certain connections or throttles certain connections. For instance, I believe if you're on a network and you're connected to a VPN, they will only see the traffic coming in and out of the VPN. And if they throttle or if they restrict like access to, like I know on some airplanes, I can't access my chat for some reason. I don't know why, but when I was sponsored by NordVPN, I had a NordVPN app on my phone. If I connected to the NordVPN app, then I could connect to like DGG. Yeah, but because it'll, unless they're doing like, yeah. What? Catherine Payne. Destiny, please don't try to explain security, LOL. Tell me what I just said that was wrong, Catherine. Well, we're all waiting, okay? Wouldn't watching content that's geo-locked be theft like adblock? Kind of, I guess, yeah. That's what Pisco just said. Why would you say maybe? Because VPNs will not stop all throttling. So for instance, if you have, let's say on your cell phone, let's say that your data capped at 20 gigabytes for the month, and then after that, they call it deprioritization, but in actuality, there's a guy at the plant that just takes his little chode dick and he just fucks the port so that you can only ever get 300 kilobits per second in and out, no matter what, no matter how many people on the network, always 100 million% of the time. I do not believe in the deprio meme. There's no such thing as deprioritization. They just hard cap you at like 400 kilobits per second every single time. I don't know how they're allowed to get away with that fucking lie. Okay, I'm only voting for Kamala Harris, so she goes to the big ISPs or the big telecom, whatever the fuck, and gets rid of that deprioritization word because it's not real. Okay, fuck you. But if you're actually data capped on your cell phone plan, you shouldn't. A VPN won't help you get around that throttling. It won't because they're capping all of your data. The issue is that people who are normies are not going to understand this. Are not going to understand what? What I just said? VPNs won't keep you safe. They just hide your IP. And they make it so that you can watch content that you might be geo-locked out of. How anybody that's watching this, how would you not understand that? Hold on, let me grab a... I haven't opened this yet. You ever grab You ever grab a soda pop? You don't even understand it. What am I not understanding? What do you think I'm not understanding right now? You ever grab a soda pop and you don't open it for an hour and you're like, fuck, and then you swap it out with a colder one in the fridge? That's what we're doing right now. Man, YouTube trying to trigger me today. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing today?
Link www.nordvpn.com/channel5 for free additional months and a huge discount on a 2-year plan. If you happen to not like it, which is pretty much impossible, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, guys, back to the streets.
Join this movement and declare your independence. Bobby Kennedy, he's a modern...
Why does Destiny think companies use VPNs? If I had to guess, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to guess probably for 2 huge reasons. One, first of all, okay, hold on. Sorry, stop. The fact that you would even compare like a VPN that you have to sign in on your company to like NordVPN or Surfshark is a totally different thing. One, the VPN, my guess is going to be the company probably monitors all the network activity on the VPN to make sure you're not fucking around. So number one, it's probably like actively managed and monitored. Number one. Number two, their VPN probably has a lot more strictness and security around websites you're allowed to access. So their VPN might literally have a blacklist or maybe even a whitelist for sites where as long as you're on the company VPN, you can't even go to YouTube. They automatically blacklist a ton of sites. They also might do, I don't know what the fuck the phrase deep packet inspection means, but they probably have some form of like inspecting what's going in and out to make sure you're not actually downloading malicious like fucking software or some bullshit. They might do this on the email server side, whatever shit they do as well. But the VPN that you access on a company is not helping you because it's a VPN and giving you an IP address. It's because of all the other like features that the company is utilizing as part of like you connecting to the VPN, right? Yeah. So you logging into Surfshark and then doing whatever the fuck you want on your computer is not the same as like going onto like an actively monitored and managed company VPN. Surfshark could theoretically do it, but you wouldn't want that because it would restrict your access on the. It would restrict what you can do basically on the. Yeah. Oh, there also might be exclusive servers that you can only access being on that VPN, right? You might connect to the company VPN and the VPN might have exclusive access to in-network like local servers or whatever that you can't just access on the open web. Okay.
Renaissance man, knowing that his father was killed and his uncle was killed for trying to be that Jedi, to trying to be that change agent. For him to step in and say, you know what, the Jedis are returning, is a very powerful...
NordVPN does this too, to some degree. I'm sorry, hold on. Add me to Discord? No, I'm not. Not only am I not going to add you to Discord, now I'm going to make a strong network security and operational security and computer security statement. And if anybody disagrees with me, okay, they either don't know what they're talking about or they have a certificate that they paid $20 for and their friend helped them cheat the whatever fucking tests to get it, okay? If you are signing up to a public VPN, the only thing that you should ever rely on that VPN for is probably to mask your IP address. That's it. That is the only thing. If anybody recommends you a VPN for other types of computer security purposes, that person doesn't know what the fuck they are talking about. Full stop. It will not protect you from malicious software. It will not protect you from session tracking. It won't protect you from more sophisticated ways of tracking your identity or browser information, okay? The only thing a VPN is for getting a new IP address, which can help you watch content legally or illegally. Or if you're signed up to additional services from the VPN. So for instance, if you sign up to Surfshark or NordVPN and they have another service you can sign up for, those things can help. But a VPN on its own, all it's doing is giving you a new IP address. That's it. Unless you're signed up for other services, and I can't vouch for the other services, unless you're signed up for other services that those VPN providers offer, okay?
Powerful thing.
Do you feel like he's being silenced?
So the media has an ownership structure of a very few companies owning a very large amount of affiliate.
It's good to encrypt data in transit on public networks. Okay, Cake will know this or whatever more than me, but I'm almost positive like every single fucking place now, I'm almost positive that almost everything now uses encrypted connections. Hold on. Destiny. It prevents man-in-the-middle attacks. Good when in airports and other places with open Wi-Fi, since you can easily intercept the communications. I'm 91% sure that that's not true. If there is a man-in-the-middle attack that's happening somehow, like, you still have to connect to the router itself before you go to the VPN. You don't have like a magical psychic connection to like a VPN somewhere. Now, could it prevent like a man-in-the-middle attack? It would depend on it would depend on the type of attack you're talking about. But even at that, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's true. No, I don't think so. No. There are places between you before you've even hit the VPN that somebody, but also these types of attacks are a lot rarer these days because everything that you do is encrypted. Like almost all of your internet traffic is encrypted these days. You can't. It's not like back in the day where we would download what was it, Wireshark, and you could just like sit in a fucking library, okay, and sniff plain text passwords that are just floating through the air. Okay, the internet doesn't work that way anymore. Every fucking router has like automatic security, automatic passwords, automatic everything. Like you can't just sit somewhere and like automatically be a master fucking hacker, okay, because you know how to download a couple programs off the internet and push, like weight. Yeah. Okay. Stop.
And they present themselves generally as being objective, but there's a subjective leaning to it, and you can see the scripting across all the different channels as well, and the messaging. Lately, we saw the weird message from the liberal media towards Trump.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are. So it isn't much else. Don't give them the power.
And we've also seen Kamala being painted as joyful and joy.
She seems to have really grown as a candidate.
What you see now is someone who is embracing her own joy. Now, that also happens to be a fan.
You haven't commented on a single time in the video you're watching, by the way, because I don't give a fuck about this video. Now, I'm doing messages. Good luck.
Fantastic strategy as Trump is out there as the horseman of the apocalypse.
So they program these messages. It's called television for a reason. Television. And it comes through the channels and the programs. Recognize the media is trying to control your mind. They do not want you to think with your own brain. They want to tell you how to feel and how to think and what to be afraid of and who to hate. It is frankly ridiculous, and it is dangerous, and it is chaotic and deceptive. This is America. This land was founded on the principles of freedom and the freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and freedom of elections. It was never intended to be a two-party system. That's where we stand today, is a vicious two-party system, and one of the parties is the Democratic Party, and their version of democracy involves fighting to make sure nobody else is on the ballot. They tried to put Trump in jail, and now they're actively trying to get Bobby off of the ballots. He's collected over 1 million signatures. 1 million signatures to get on the ballots across this country. And now the DNC, through their Clear Choice PAC, the CCP, is actively working to get Bobby off of the ballots. He was supposed to be here in Chicago, meeting with communities, doing engagements to actually understand the challenges that people of Chicago face. Instead, he's in a courtroom having to defend himself against nonsense charges being brought by the lawfare division of the Democratic Party.
Damn.
Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was seen leaving the Albany County Courthouse Thursday following closing arguments on a case to keep him off the ballot.
I wish Kamala and Bobby could have a debate.
What charges are they bringing up against him?
They're challenging the validity of his signatures. It's an easy thing. They have the opportunity to do that. It is election interference at the core.
CNN may have violated campaign finance laws, according to Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s campaign.
There was a debate commission. The debates were supposed to happen in September. Instead, the Uniparty, the Democrats and the Republicans, decided we're going to hold debates earlier and we're just going to work with our media partners. So the Republicans chose CNN with the Democrats to do that fake debate with Joe Biden. It was entirely set up so that Joe Biden would look bad because he can't debate, he's unfit for office.
Dealing with everything we have to do with...
May you address that point, the one about Democrats playing lawfare against RFK Jr. to keep him off the ballot. I have no idea. I've heard somebody else bring this up. What is this even about? RFK ballot access lawsuit. Robert F. Kennedy's independent presidential campaign suffered a blow this week when a judge in New York invalidated his petition to put his name on the state ballot, a ruling that could potentially create problems for the candidate as he faces challenges elsewhere. The attorney filed an appeal Wednesday to a ruling this week from Justice Christina Rybaugh, who said the residence listed on his nominating petition was a sham address he used to maintain his voter registration and to further his political aspirations. The judge ruled in favor of the challengers who argued Kennedy's actual residence was a home in Los Angeles. He shares with his wife. Is that true? Did he lie about his address? In Pennsylvania, challengers contend that papers filed by Kennedy list an incorrect address in New York and that he and his running mate demonstrated at best a fundamental disregard of state law and the process by which signatures are gathered. An attorney for Kennedy said the challenge contains specious allegations. A court will conduct an evidentiary hearing next Tuesday in Harrisburg. Campaign said it's collected enough signatures for ballot access in all 50 states and that it's officially on the ballot in 17 states. Kansas in only 17 states. Damn. What happened in New York? Listing followed a short trial in state court over whether Kennedy falsely listed a New York residence on his state nominating petitions. The candidate listed a residence in the well-off suburb of Katona. This is not a real place. I don't believe that. Egon lives there. Where he said he rents a bedroom in a friend's house. Kennedy testified that he moved to California a decade ago so he could be with his wife and that he always planned to return to New York where he is registered to vote. Wait, why does this matter? You don't have to live in a state to be on the ballot there, so why does this even matter? Why would you even lie about this? The lawsuit, bought by several voters and backed by Democrat-aligned Clear Choice Action, claimed Kennedy's actual residence is in Los Angeles. Days after the 9-jury trial ended, Reba ruled that using a friend's address for political voting purposes while barely stepping foot on the premise does not equate to residency. The thing is that you can't be on the ballot if you do lie. Yeah, I just don't know why he lied. Oh, his VP nominee can't be from the same state? Wait, what was his vice president? Did he even have a VP yet? Did he? It was a woman, some divorcee of a billionaire, a certified WHO. Why didn't he just use a VPN? A random woman who... Okay, I have no idea.
The political tag is not...
Oh my God. Is there a way to ban somebody for a week, or do you always have to permaban them? Okay, Lilith and Faint Mako, you're lucky. I'm in a good mood. You survive for now. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I don't care.
Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
And so that set up the movement of the candidate from Biden to Harris. And Harris was not elected. She is fully selected. She did not win any primaries. She lost to Joe Biden in the last one, and now she is being anointed here in Chicago.
As one people, we are moving forward.
She will not do an interview with you. She will not do an interview with Channel 5 News. She will not do a long-form podcast with a Joe Rogan or a Russell Brand or even a Piers Morgan or even a Dana Bash.
Or even Russell, not even Russell Brand? What?
Or anything like that. She will not engage. So how do I feel about her? I do not believe she is qualified whatsoever to be the president of the United States of America if she's not willing to even simply engage in a debate or even a press conference. I mean, come on, folks.
What got you into Robert Kennedy?
Everybody in the Kennedy campaign is coming from one of the other big parties. So nobody agrees on anything. That much I'll tell you. But we all agree in this. The two-party system is busted. We're either choosing this side, which is beholden to the government or the corporate interest, or we're choosing that side and they're beholden to a different set of corporate interests. Kennedy is all about fighting the impact of businesses within the government. He calls it corporate capture. There's a massive amount of regulation that is driven by a business interest.
The pharmaceutical industry, the oil industry, the coal industry, the chemical industry, which I've seen firsthand throughout
of my career. You know, each of their agencies are captured. They become sock puppets for the industry they're supposed to regulate.
Now listen, I'm a business owner, and I understand what it means to try to drive your business, but our water's not clean.
My wife and I actually recently started getting all of our dairy and meat from an Amish farm. So there's no additives, it's all grass-fed, which is even better than organic, which is fed with some vegetable feeds that can be off and such as well too. And that's literally something they want to stop. They want to stop us from choosing to be able to eat more natural and stuff. Yeah.
Before Rob or Bobby, did you lean more to the left or to the right?
What do you think? I'm pretty conservative.
Yeah, okay,
I'm pretty conservative.
Right, yeah.
And it's tough because I was a big Trump voter and I was a big supporter. Not the right demeanor for today. Kennedy brings them back together on both
55
sides,
emails.
man.
Oh, boy.
I could sit down with somebody who's a super lefty and a super right person in the middle. We're all locking arms. We're all charging forward. It's amazing. I think Kamala's fine. You want to be honest, right? She was my #1 choice on the Democratic side when I was watching stuff in 2020 because I kind of like where she was going. She's a little bit heavy on the criminal justice side. It's not quite where I would want to be. I'd be a little bit more to the left on that side.
When we're talking about serious and violent crime, lock them up. In San Francisco, in my office, we've increased the conviction rates for the DA's office to the highest they've been in just under 15 years.
I like how like not old people. Can I say Gen Xers? I feel like Gen Xers are the highest group of people that I see have a proclivity to use email, like text messages. Like sometimes, RA the rugged guy, like he just sends me random, like you just sent me an email. He's like, since I was up on your show, I watched a few more of your debates and I watched you squash some people. LOL. This is funny. It's cute. Thanks.
How do you feel about Trump's campaign?
You got to get people riled up in order to drive motivation, but it feels dirty. You don't need to talk like he talks in order to get your point across.
People say, be nice. Have you heard her laugh? That is the laugh.
I actually wish, I think I was busy with a whole bunch of shit. I wish I would have watched a few more of his things. I did watch that one Vietnam thing. He's like a real ass dude. Like it's like decent. Like even if I wouldn't agree with them all politically and everything. I wish I don't know what would I say. I listened to his whole discography before coming up. Probably not, but yeah, he's like a cool dude. I don't know why I played 2 seconds of that. Okay, sorry. Back to this.
Laugh of a crazy person. That is the laugh of a crazy. It's the laugh of a lunatic.
Be honest, his music sucks. I will be honest. I grew up living and loving cringe rap that you could only dream of, okay? To you, all right? You use words like cringe and cringe rap like they're a sick joke, a punchline, okay? For me, I grew up listening and loving Immortal Technique, all right? These were my heroes, all right? To the edgiest of the Joyner Lucas songs, to the best of the Hobson songs, okay? Fuck you.
Have you heard it?
And listen, man, I liked a lot of his policies. I could tell you which treaties I love that he got out of. I could tell you which judges I loved. But man, you know, you got to be a better guy.
What policies are the ones that you're most interested in right now?
Big one for me is ending what Kennedy calls the forever wars, where we're there in Afghanistan for 20 years with no business being there. It's a big deal for me. $8 trillion of increase in the debt. It's only going to be a clip.
Harley Morenstein's Bridges episode was the best one. Yeah, he's really good. It's something that's like challenging is some people are just really good at conversation. Like some people are interesting and that they've got a lot to talk about and they've got like a good level of like depth in their field. But some people are just really good at chatting. Ryan Macbeth was just a good, fun chatter. Harvey was a good, fun dude to chat with. Most of the people so far, there hasn't been one where it's been like, oof. Yeah, most of the people in are decent, but some people are really, really good at chatting. How was Sam Harris? It was so awesome. It was probably the best interview I've ever done in my entire life. You're going to be blown away. When you go and you listen to it, you're going to be like, oh my God. When Sam asks me, oh God, he asked me the best question. He said, what do you think is causing the political divides right now in the United States? And then I talk about how we live in different factual realities, just like answers you've never heard me give before in your entire life. And you're going to be like, oh my God, this is the freshest, newest Destiny content. I like the conversation. I thought it was fun. But it's every first interview I have with any other person is always going to be stuff that you've heard me say a million times before. but he seemed like it seemed into it. Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Biden, he'll get to 9 by the time he's done. That causes inflation that is insanely high. So for me, I'm going to do okay. My kids, my grandkids are going to have a problem with that.
How do you feel about Kamala Harris?
I don't like her at all. Every time she speaks, she doesn't have any policies. She sounds like she doesn't have a very good education. I'm also one of the vaccine injured. I spent like a week last year in the hospital. I ended up with an autoimmune disease. People think that he's anti-vax, but I think he's just pro-intelligence.
Bobby Kennedy supports medical freedom in totality. I decide what happens to my body. I decide what I put in myself.
He's also like pro-crypto and making sure that we all have our freedoms. And I don't know all the details about it because I'm not good at public speaking, but...
You did fine.
Thank you.
This is my message to all these people. 1 million nurses across America quit during COVID. Are they all crazy? No, they're not.
1 million?
Over 1 million nurses quit. I've been an activist for about 55 years.
Why would I say Bobby's crazy?
Some people think he's crazy because they haven't read any science. They haven't read the war on ivermectin. They haven't read Ed Dowd's meticulously crafted.
You can tell just by looking at the cover. You know this book is a banger. Okay? Just by looking at the cover.
Ivermectin. They haven't read Ed Dowd's meticulously
That's a banger of a book right there.
Crafted and retrieved data on excess deaths due to probably the vaccine. Americans don't read and they don't investigate and they just listen to the media and they believe whatever the media says.
On August 5th, Bobby Jr. here released a video revealing that in 2014 he left a dead bear in Central Park as a prank. You know, a prank.
I am 69 years old, okay? My first anti-war protest was when I was 15. I stopped believing in the media and the federal government and all of the government lies when I was 15. But I highly recommend that you do not believe the media, the mainstream media. Don't believe the federal government. Don't believe the governments. They all lie. Many times.
Some guy sent me a manifesto on Intel and why it's going to be completely fucked and how Dan is an idiot. Jesus Christ. Should I forward this to Dan?
Okay.
If you're going to debate Sam Harris, what do you think the debate would be about? I don't know. He asked me, he's like, well, what do you think we disagree on a lot that we should debate? And I was like, well, we kind of have a thing on Israel-Palestine, but that would be a while. And we talked back and forth about that for like 8 minutes, but that could be like an 8-hour discussion. But the problem is that I have a lot of depth on that. So I could like debate both sides. And I feel like if he was a bit more general on it, that's, yeah. One thing that I wonder, I don't know if people know that there is a huge divide in the, hold on. Okay, let me back up. Sometimes when you talk about an issue, when you've studied it in a certain level, there is a granularity that is required to have a meaningful conversation about a particular effect. So, for example, I give this a lot when we talk about immigration. I always say, if you get into a debate with somebody and they constantly conflate or confuse immigrants, illegal immigrants, and refugees, if they talk about all three of these groups like they're the same, they're probably not. They haven't reached a level of understanding of the topic to have a meaningful discussion. This is not good. All right. When it comes to Israel-Palestine, when people just speak about Palestinians, and also keep in mind there's even higher resolution you could probably get on these things. I would say, just from my understanding, I would say that you can speak meaningfully differently about Palestinians living in Israel, the 2 million of them, the Palestinians that live in the Gaza Strip under Hamas, and the Palestinians that live in the West Bank under the PA. These are three fairly separate groups of people that could be spoken about fairly separately. I noticed that in my disagreement with Sam, I could be wrong on this, okay, but when in my disagreement with Sam, it seemed like he was, when he talks about Islam, he'll talk about like Hamas, immigrants, Muslim immigrants in Europe, and then like ISIS and bin Laden and everybody kind of with the same brush. And I feel like there's a lot of different stuff here going on. Like something that I wonder if you go into the normie world, I don't know if people are aware that there is a huge axis in the Middle East between Muslim countries. There's a huge conflict. And I don't know if people are aware of this, because in Europe, it just seems, I guess, like all Muslims are united around some common purpose of destroying Europe or something. But in the Middle East, you have the Iranian axis and you have the Saudi Arabian axis. And these are two wildly distinct, like in conflict groups that have wildly divergent interests, right? With countries on the Saudi Arabian axis are very much along the west. Countries on the Iranian axis are very much along the Russia and China stuff. I don't know if I can say the east, but it's not just like Islam or Muslims. There's a lot more going on there. Now in Europe, I do think there is a problem, just from the little bit of like kind of like radical Islam shit that for some reason people seem unable or unwilling to call out. There does seem to be some kind of a problem there. I think it's worth addressing for sure, but I wouldn't paint broadly a brush with like the Palestinians and the Palestinian-Israeli problem with the same brush I would paint the Islamic extremism problem in Europe with the same brush that I would paint like every Muslim majority country. I think that all of these are very, very, very distinct things that are worth talking about. But yeah. But we talked about it a little bit back and forth. I appreciate the conversation, so yeah.
I'm so tired of the two-party system. Harris is being coronated this week. There's been no election, and we are absolutely sick and tired of the Democrats and the Republicans. Done. I will not vote for either one ever again. And I'm hoping that RFK leads a movement to create a third party, a new independent third party.
If there is no real conversation, there is no real solution.
How many states have you done?
We've probably done like about 35 in this campaign season, 27, 28 in the last 2 months. Rolling all over and waving to everybody as we go. Bobby the Remedy Kennedy. I got a dubstep song. Let's go, freedom, folks, democracy. I love dubstep too. I love to dance.
What? Wait, did this guy have a blower in his front seat? Why? Ooh, we use these on water damage jobs. We'd set like 4 of these up in a basement. Why the fuck is this up here? What?
Hey. I love dubstep too. I love to dance. I'm part of a group called the Decentralized Dance Party, and what we do are hold giant street parties using FM.
I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm going to make a strong statement, and maybe I'm super fucking wrong, and if you know a lot, you can contradict me. If you know a little bit, you're probably wrong. What Destiny mentioned was just the divide between Shia and Sunni. Sam is aware of that. The Shia-Sunni divide is like that's not a thing that anybody gives a fuck about. But like when you go and you ask somebody, or at least in Palestine, when you go and you ask somebody like, oh, what do you think about like Sunnis, or what do you think about like Shia? Like nobody thinks about this. It's way more along like the countries you're a part of and the groups that you're a part of than any kind of like, oh, the Shia and the Sunnis, it's the Shias and the Sunnis. Like Bin Laden was kicked out of Saudi Arabia because they didn't like him because he was a terrorist. He got excised a lot from his family as well. They are Sunnis. He was a Sunni extremist. Iran is the Ayatollah is Shia. This is like a kind of like the part of the Shia sect or a branch of this Shia sect or whatever. As are the Houthis, as is Hezbollah. Hamas is not. Hamas is Sunni, but they're still funded and supported by ostensibly the Houthis and then also Hezbollah and Iran. The idea that there's like this clean, like, oh, it's the Shia and the Sunni. It's more sectarian, geographical, people related, in my opinion, than any type of like, oh my God, like I don't think that's actually like a real thing that people give as much a fuck about. But it plays along fairly cleanly along geographic lines where your Syria, Iraq, and Iran have a fuck ton of Shia people, Shiites or whatever the fuck, and then you've got a lot of your Sunni people in your Gulf states and everything. But it's not like that's not the source of the conflict. That's not the reason why people fight, and that's not the thing that's at the forefront of everybody's minds when they're vying for regional power, I guess.
Transmitters, boom boxes, and sound boxes. What's on top is called a sound box, SOUNDBOKS. I don't know if this footage will ever go anywhere, but we'll see. I don't trust media to actually put out anything. I've done so many interviews You know, Daily Show, for example, in Oakland, I had somebody else filming me with them because they asked the shittiest, most baited questions, and then they came out with 3 seconds of me basically like.
Well, first off, conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
What is a conspiracy?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what a
I'm
conspiracy
asking,
is?
I mean, I have some ideas.
Did you go to school?
Not really.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? For media, they just kind of give you this credential. Look at it.
What are you guys with? Channel 5? Who's that by?
It's independent.
Is it on the television?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. All right, radical.
What other interviews have you done?
Doing with Tucker Carlson not so long ago. That was pretty good. That was a deep conversation, uncut. Awesome. Tucker's a legend.
In this podcast episode, Tucker Carlson interviews Kyle Kemper, the half-brother of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Justin said repeatedly, we're in this till the end, until victory. It's like, come on. What does that look like? How can we do that?
What does that even mean?
You fuck with Tucker Carlson?
Do. He's knowledgeable and he's powerful and he's courageous. He's gone through a transformation himself because he was a propagandist before, kind of like Chris Cuomo with this Newsmax gig. But Chris Cuomo, my message to you is you do not get forgiveness until you apologize for being a shitty propagandist on CNN all through the scamdemic. And you have no
2 years of subbing, was it
for
worth it?
Even though now you acknowledge all the lies that we're told, you have no repentance for the fact that you were a harbinger and a channel for promoting that propaganda. So if you're going to be the new Chris Cuomo who's all fun and independent and cool and all that, I'm down with that. That's cool. That's acceptable. But forgiveness for your crimes and for your dangerous words only comes once you apologize and take responsibility for being a shitty propagandist.
Woo! Democracy. Oh, wait. That was crazy. All right. Definitely not voting for Bobby.
Major political headline this evening. Sources telling ABC News that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. may be dropping out of the race for president.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best number.
What's up, guys? Just wanted to raise awareness about a couple of things. So in the past 3 days, we've dropped 2 other videos. The first one was called the Palestine March on the DNC.
Do you see how they act when people come out here and protest for the truth? And then you see they got the gas mask on and shit for what? Like, they want to fucking hurt us and put us down instead of listening to us.
Arms embargo now, ceasefire now, and USA to Israel now.
And the second one was called the Poor People's Army Rally.
My name is Jill Stein. I am the Green Party candidate for president.
You could be whatever you want. You could be gay. You could be anything. Thank you for watching Channel 5.
In both cases, and I'm not sure why, right out the gate, YouTube's been doing this thing where they age restrict the videos and then they un-age restrict them like 12, 13 hours later. But by that time, like the engagement just goes down and it takes like 2 or 3 days for views to pick back up, which is a bummer because...
Wait, what? Hold on.
You could be anything. Thank you for watching Channel 5.
In both cases, and I'm not sure why, right out the gate, YouTube's been doing this thing where they age restrict the videos and then they un-age restrict them like 12, 13 hours later. But by that time, like the engagement just goes down and it takes like 2 or 3 days for views to pick back up, which is a bummer because we're proud of the coverage. We think it's important and we want you guys.
Wait. Where's August at? Can't you upload it unlisted to see if it gets age-gated by some algorithm first? Or do you think it's like being manually reviewed and age-gated? Or if it gets reported, it gets age-gated?
Best to see it. So I don't normally actually advertise.
Was it really just a single window setting to fix the video? It's so smooth. There was a problem with the network. I don't know why it changed. I fixed one setting, but somebody said that it actually fixed right before I changed the setting. So I have no fucking idea why.
Like videos like this, but it's very possible that if you're a Channel 5 subscriber, you may have not got post notifications for the 2 past videos. So if you want to go check them out, you can go to our YouTube channel and you'll see the links posted right there. Maybe like leave a comment too or something if you want to like get it back popping and shit.
Everything that they
get it poppin', guys. Get it poppin'.